Former DGP UP, Shalini Singh is Director of Programs and Innovation Creative Resources for Empowerment in Action. She is an activist. Professor Vimal Thorat is Convener, All India Dalit Mahila Adhikar Manch. Anila Singh is BJP spokesperson in UP. Shama Mohammed is a Congress national spokesperson. All of you are joining me. I appreciate you joining. I'm going to come one by one to each of you. I want to come to you, Vikram Singh, first. Please tell me, the police for 2 weeks tells us that they are still not clear whether it's a gang rape or rape. They arrest 4 people, but whenever they are asked, they say they don't have enough evidence to know what has happened. I mean, how can a police force function like this? I mean, this cover-up has to stop.
Absolutely true, Rajdeep ji. Asha Devi very lucidly explained the circumstances under which the deceased was found by the mother in a state of utter shame and disrobing. The injuries on the person were indicative of the fact what trauma and nightmare she must have gone through.
No, so why does it take the police of Uttar Pradesh, sir, 2 weeks? Why does it take them 2 weeks to even acknowledge that a rape has taken place?
Inbuilt resistance to correct registration of crime, and if they do register, they will dilute it to the charges so that it will never make headlines and they will never reach you or any responsible channel. It will never reach Shama Mohammed, it will not ever reach Shalini ji, so that it is wrapped and swept underneath the carpet and it doesn't make headlines. It is an administrative tragedy, and it seems to be a part of the DNA of the functioning, that minimization, not taking the right course of action, not the medical report was there. And the first thing is to do is to lodge the FIR, the beginning of the criminal jurisprudence, and then proceed with the investigation.
Okay.
There was a long history of animosity between the two families. The perpetrators belong to the higher caste. The deceased belong to the scheduled caste. All the more reason that there is a dispute registered in every police station. They should have proactively, vigorously pursued the dispute and nailed them under sections of the CRPC 151, 107, 108 as by way of preventive action, so that they didn't look towards this, the deceased and the family. But wrong.
So the entire process by which such cases are investigated and prosecuted is under question. I just want to tell our viewers, reported since 2012, conviction rate of people arrested for rape remains stuck at around 27.2%. Backlog of rape cases remains more than 1,33,000. But Anila Singh respond, because Uttar Pradesh today is in the line of fire. It's the Yogi Adityanath government. This could happen anywhere, I concede that. But the fact is, today it's the Uttar Pradesh government, and there is a dangerous caste angle also. That a girl from a Dalit family gets raped in this manner by upper caste men, and the Uttar Pradesh government is allegedly trying to sweep it under the carpet. In fact, 4 days ago, the Agra police claimed that there was no such case also registered. What is going on?
Rajdeep, first of all, Uttar Pradesh government is not trying to sue, or even in the past, they never try to do anything which goes against taking step for crime against women. Because Yogi Adityanath ji, right from the beginning, his stand was very clear against
what is Yogi Adityanath's stand? When we did the madam, about 2 months ago, we reported the Chitrakoot, how young girls were being brutalized there. Instead of investigating it, the UP government blamed us, saying we were this was fake news. How long is the UP government? Whenever the UP government is in the dock, first thing they say, this is fake news. How long will this continue?
I'm not going to agree with that, the accusation which you're putting on UP government, but let us
there are a series of cases where journalists are always targeted by the UP government. Whenever anything is exposed, you blame the journalists.
That may be your stand. That may be your stand, but I know that what is the mindset of Yogi Adityanath ji as Chief Minister. He has committed himself to reduce the crime and the criminals in the state, and he had taken several steps regarding it. But unfortunately, we have come across this case. I mean, it is obnoxious. I do not have words to express my grief. But when we talk about crime against women, why do you want to politicize it? Why you want to divide it on caste and religion line? I have always talked whenever there is a violence.
That's a good point that I want to take. That's a good point, Anila Singh. Let's take that to Shama Mohammed. Shama Mohammed, it appears that the Congress is not seeking justice for this girl. You are trying to use the family's tragedy to play politics over it. There was a gang rape that took place of a Dalit girl in Rajasthan. Congress ruled a few months ago. I didn't see congressmen on the street. Suddenly you discover the fact that you have decided to take it up as a cause of women's safety. Then you must also protest, whether it's a Congress government in Rajasthan or a Uttar Pradesh government of Yogi Adityanath.
Rajdeep, we protested before. Let's go back.
You have not protested in Rajasthan. There was a gang rape in Rajasthan a few months ago of a Dalit girl. I didn't see any congressman on the street.
Let me come. In 2012, when Nirbhaya happened, let's not forget what all we did. There was the Verma committee report. We bought in the 2013, we bought the Nirbhaya Act. We've done plenty. Let me just get 2-3 points what she has said. She has said that Mr. Yogi Adityanath responds to everything what is happening. Here, as a woman, as a mother today, I am shocked because one, what the Hathras police has said, that, the girl's haddi has not been broken, her tongue is not cut. What they should do now is acknowledge that there's been a brutal rape and take strict action. Let me remind her what has been happening in UP. On August 6th, a 6-year-old girl has been raped, her private parts been mutilated in Kotwali. On August 14th, a 13-year-old girl's eyes have been gouged out in Lakampuri, raped and killed. All right. August 16th, a teenage girl raped and she's signed with cigarette butts in Gorakhpur and left to death. On August 17th, a body of a 16-year-old girl was raped and recovered from an Azamgarh pond. On September 3rd, a 5-year-old girl was raped and beaten with iron rods in Bareilly. And now on September 14th, this is happening. Now, let me tell you, if Mr. Yogi Adityanath was serious with these crimes, he would have taken out and said, you know what, these brutal rapes are happening in this place. We must take strict action. His media in charge, Mr. Shishir, comes out and first says it is fake news. The police of UP take 8 days to register an FIR. Let's not forget what happened in Unnao. In Unnao also, it took ages for an FIR to be registered. She had to go in front of the Chief Minister's office and immolate herself. That's when they registered the FIR. Now, the other very important thing is, why is Prime Minister Narendra Modi quiet, Rajdeep Sardesai? Let's not forget, before the 2017
you want the Prime Minister?
election.
No, 1 minute. Why, this is the problem. Why drag in Prime Minister Narendra Modi into this?
I will tell you why
why should he be dragged into this?
I will tell you, when he needs to get votes for the Delhi election, why does he speak about rape? He said, when you go out to vote, don't forget Nirbhaya. 2017 elections, assembly elections, I will tell you exactly what he said. क्या कारण है उत्तर प्रदेश के माँ बेटी सलामत नहीं है? शाम की अकेली घर से बाहर निकल जाती है. क्या कारण है 8वीं 9 की बच्चियां इस बात से परेशान है कि स्कूल जाती है तो लड़के रास्ते से ऐसी बड्डी टोका टोकी करते हैं कि बच्चा स्कूल जाने से डरती है. Now he uses all these things before an election. Now, when there is such heinous crimes, Rajdeep, why can't he say in his Man Ki Baat, come out and say, these crimes against women are heinous for all over India, I'm telling. Let's stop this. Please respect women.
Okay, let me, you made your point. Let me also tell our viewers, in India, a rape is committed, 4 rapes are committed every hour. That's a rape every 15 minutes. But Anila Singh respond. And then I'll go to the activists, because Anila Singh, 1 minute, ma'am, now. 1 minute, ma'am.
One second. One more point. And also I want to remind, let's not forget, the CM has had 10 IPC sections against him before he was made the CM. Now, can you tell me how will someone uphold the law when he was a criminal before becoming a CM?
Okay.
These are very pertinent questions.
Let Anila Singh now respond. Anila Singh, there have been a series of incidents in the last 2 months. I know Uttar Pradesh is India's most populous state, but instead of calling everything fake news, instead of suggesting that all is well, it is time to wake up. As Asha Devi said, sarkarein badalti hai, lekin hakikat nahi badalti. Hakikat is that the police at the ground level is compromised. In Hathras, that's what happened. They were, according to the family of the girl, unwilling to register the case for 48 hours.
Rajdeep, first of all, if I would have known that we have to come and narrate the crimes which has happened in Uttar Pradesh, I would have brought the list of crimes which had been committed in Maharashtra or Rajasthan or any other state which is being ruled by Congress or other political party. We know it very well. If we talk about crime against women, Maharashtra comes at 2nd place. Now, Shama is not going to say anything about that. She's not going to talk about Rajasthan.
No.
I'm not sitting here to listen to your rant, madam. Just now you have accused Yogi Adityanath ji and you have accused Pradhan Mantri, PM of our country as well. I need to understand, madam, that this condition of police and the law and order situation of our country, how it became worse. I'm not going to politicize that. I do not want to pull any political parties into it. But the thing is, madam,
the politics has been played out.
They want to divide the gender into caste, religion, because they want to gain some political out of it. Let me tell you, madam, you do not have any knowledge of Uttar Pradesh. You are sitting here and you are ranting that what type of crimes are being committed in Uttar Pradesh. You have to come clear first from your own political party.
Okay.
That what type of criminals.
I take your point. I'm not going to get into the politics. Please switch off there's no political tutu meme. We've got people who've been tracking the issue of crimes against women's safety. And I want to come to both of you, Shalini Singh and I want to have Professor Vimal Thorat, but I want to come to you, Shalini Singh, first. When I look at the conviction rates in rape cases in India, 2018, 27.2%, 2014, 28%. Now, even with fast-track courts, it appears that cases don't get prosecuted. As Vikram Singh is admitting that in many of these cases, you have a situation where the police on the ground do not even register a crime initially. Then if it's a Dalit girl, as in this case, perhaps it's even more difficult. I want to understand from you, ma'am, is there something fundamentally wrong that even 8 years after the Nirbhaya case, we haven't made sufficient progress, Shalini Singh?
Yeah. So actually, thank you. I think I will again talk about Asha ji, like the way she said कि सरकारें बदल जाती हैं, but मुद्दा नहीं बदलता है. So issues is again same. We have seen like conviction rate earlier, it was not happening. So we were saying that women are not coming forward, girls are not coming forward, they are not lodging complaints, so we can't do anything. Now we can see that women are coming forward, girls are coming forward, they are lodging complaint also. But
reported cases, in fact, Shalini ji, reported cases have actually climbed 60%. So you are right, more women are complaining. My point is, छोटे से गांव में क्या आप समझती है और भी मुश्किल होती है किसी महिला को इस तरह की केस रिपोर्ट करने, उनके परिवार को और भी दिक्कत होती है?
But still they are reporting.
जी, लेकिन मुश्किलात होती है या नहीं?
मुश्किल होती है, बट पीपल आर कमिंग फॉरवर्ड, क्योंकि मालूम है कि इतनी मुश्किलें हैं, अगर मैं आगे नहीं बढ़ूंगी तो और बहुतों के लिए ये एक एग्जाम्पल क्रिएट कर जाएगा कि भाई कोई आए और कुछ करके और निकल जाए एंड देयर विल बी नो सॉल्यूशन. सो पीपल आर टेकिंग स्टेप, विमेन आर कमिंग आउट, बट प्रॉब्लम ये है कि फ्रस्ट्रेशन वहीं पर है कि एक तो इट्स ऑल्सो अबाउट कंट्रोल कि हाँ कि कौन किसको कंट्रोल कर सकता है एंड किसको पता है हाँ मैं ये कर सकता हूँ एंड आई कैन गेट अवे विद, देयर विल बी नथिंग, नोबडी विल डू एनीथिंग टू मी. सो वो तो बात है ही, बट इन रिसेंट एग्जांपल्स वी हैव आल्सो सीन कि culprits and perpetrators are out on bail and what they have done. उन्होंने victim को, the person who have lodged a complaint, उसके साथ क्या किया है. इन सब environment में, इन सब issues में भी still they are coming forward.
So you're saying women are coming forward. It's interesting. It's interesting that you're saying that.
Even his family members.
Okay, it's interesting that you're saying that women are coming forward.
Same kind of problem.
Let me come to you, Professor Vimal Thorat. You're a convener of the All India Dalit Mahila Adhikar Manch. A Dalit woman in a village in Uttar Pradesh, where in recent times, yes, there has been a political change with the likes of Mayawati coming to power. Do you believe that the old caste system still operates and there is a sense that a Dalit woman will feel even less empowered to take on, in a sense, the upper caste? A Dalit family finds it even more difficult to register a complaint.
This is not the first instance in Uttar Pradesh. Since last 4 years, 2014 to 18, let me give some figures. Cases of assault on Dalit women, 3,421. Rape cases 2,410. ये सिर्फ यूपी की बात मैं कह रही हूँ. और attempt to rape 219 and kidnap and abduction 1,870. मैं पूछना चाहूंगी जो बीजेपी की जो प्रवक्ता है जिन्होंने अभी बहुत जोरदार तरीके से ये बात कही कि वहां पर कोई भी गुंडाराज या जंगल राज नहीं है, तो ये आंकड़े एनसीआरबी के हैं, ये कहाँ से आए? मैडम जी, अगर आपकी सरकार, जो बीजेपी की सरकार, अगर इतनी जिम्मेदार दलित महिलाओं के प्रति अगर इतनी जिम्मेदार और उनको सुरक्षा अगर प्रदान करती है, तो ये आंकड़े एनसीआरबी ने क्या अपने मन से गढ़े हैं? और
but Mrs. Thorat, no, Dr. Thorat, it is not as if Congress ruled states. No, 1 minute, ma'am. No. Well, let's be clear. It is not as if Congress ruled states. Dalit women are not gang raped. Let's be very clear. Let's not make this Congress versus BJP, ma'am. I'm not defending anyone here. The police system is to blame. क्या आप आज मुझे कह रही है कि राजस्थान या महाराष्ट्र में ये नहीं होता, मैम? सच्चाई बताइए।
मैं हरियाणा की बात भी कह रही हूँ। हरियाणा में जब कांग्रेस की सरकार थी तो हरियाणा में इतनी केसेस हुई है रेप और गैंग रेप की, मेरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने खुद उन केसेस को की फैक्ट फाइंडिंग करके लड़कियों को, खास करके नाबालिग लड़कियों को न्याय दिलाने की कोशिश की है। कोर्ट में जाकर कोर्ट से हमने उनको न्याय दिलवाया है। ये घटना मैं किसी भी सरकार की तरफदारी नहीं कर रही हूँ, मैं केवल दलित महिलाओं की स्थिति के बारे में, स्टेटस के बारे में कह रही हूँ कि उनकी तरफ देखने का जो सामाजिक रवैया है, जो समाज का रवैया है, खास करके सवर्ण, जो ब्राह्मणवादी सवर्ण व्यवस्था है, उसका जो रवैया है वो इतना हीनतम है कि उन्हें केवल और केवल भोग की वस्तु माना जा रहा है। जो आंकड़े मैंने अभी बताए हैं, जो उत्तर प्रदेश के हैं या और किसी भी राज्य के हो सकते हैं, इससे भी ज्यादा, लेकिन अभी हम बात कर रहे हैं यूपी की।
तो आप कह रही है यूपी में, और नहीं, आपकी बात बिल्कुल सही है। आप कह रही है देश भर में आपने ये देखा है, लेकिन इस समय क्योंकि ये घटना यूपी में हुई है इसलिए ये गुस्सा यूपी का है। विक्रम सिंह, आई वांट टू आस्क यू एज अ पुलिस ऑफिसर on the ground.
मेरी बात अभी पूरी नहीं हुई है राजदीप, मेरी बात अभी पूरी नहीं हुई है। दलित महिलाओं पर जब भी अन्याय की और अत्याचार की घटना होती है तो पुलिस का यही रवैया हमने सब जगह देखा है कि रेप को रेप नहीं कहेंगे, केवल स्क्रैचिंग कहेंगे या उसे एब्डक्ट किया गया है। कई घटनाओं में जब हमने PIL डाली है सुप्रीम कोर्ट में, तो वो सुप्रीम कोर्ट की तरफ से जब इंक्वायरी हुई तो 5 रेपिस्ट पकड़े गए, जिसे वहां की सरकार ने और पुलिस ने और जुडिशियरी ने उसे रेप नहीं माना था, उसे ब्रूटल रेप, गैंग रेप, बाद में 5 रेपिस्ट पकड़े गए हैं। तो ये हमेशा का रवैया है दलित महिलाओं।
तो आप कह रही है पहली बार नहीं है कि ऐसी घटना में पुलिस कबूल। ये मैं विक्रम सिंह के पास लेकर जाता हूँ थोराट मैम। विक्रम सिंह, is it true that if the girl in the instance is a Dalit girl, that she finds it even more difficult to get justice? Do you agree that the local police is still caught in the caste biases and hierarchies of Uttar Pradesh, sir?
I would say that it is as clear as daylight that we have not gone out of the syndrome of caste, and caste leading to partisan attitude and behavior. And if we were to say that we can wish away the casteist feelings in our society, I think we'd be living in a fool's paradise. The caste feelings are as strong as they were even 25 years ago, and we can wish away anything. But the caste system, I wish, had been diluted over a period of time, in spite of invoking the provisions of the Untouchability Act, the Prevention of Atrocities on SC/ST Act. But the underlying deep sentiments of the distance and the dichotomy between the high and the low is very much there. And that is also reflected not by way of a rule, but by way of exception. You can see that the behavior and conduct of the administration and the police often is one of distancing oneself from.
So what will it take to change that? I am not able to understand after all these years. Thorat ma'am, आप मुझे बताइए ये बदलाव कैसे आएगा?
ये सिर्फ कास्ट सिस्टम जब तक खत्म नहीं होती है, दलितों को उनके अधिकार नहीं दिए जाते हैं, महिलाओं को सुरक्षा नहीं प्रदान की जाती है, राज्य की तरफ से ही सुरक्षा प्रदान की जाती है। और राज्य अगर ये सुरक्षा प्रदान नहीं करना चाहता है या उसके लिए जिम्मेदार माना जाता है, तो वो सरकार निकम्मी है, जो भी सरकार होगी। गुना में जो मध्य प्रदेश के गुना में ये घटना सारी दुनिया ने देखी है। बिहार में जो हुआ है, बिहार में कोरोना के समय महिलाओं को मारा पीटा गया है कि उन्हें राशन तक नहीं मिला है। तो ये घटनाएं केवल एक राज्य की नहीं है, ये पूरे हिंदुस्तान का ये चित्र है। और उस चित्र में यही दिखाई देता है कि दलित महिलाओं को उनके अस्पृश्यता की वजह से, उनके खिलाफ जो अस्पृश्यता का जो अभिशाप है, उसकी वजह से उन्हें समता का अधिकार, स्वतंत्रता का अधिकार नकारा जाता है, सम्मान से उन्हें नहीं देखा जाता है और उनके ऊपर होने वाले अत्याचारों को पुलिस और प्रशासन और राज्य बहुत हल्के तरीके से लेता है। राजदीप, जिस तरह के आंकड़े हमारे पास है, ये सिर्फ ये सारे राज्यों के अलग अलग हो सकते हैं, लेकिन इस समय यूपी में सबसे ज्यादा ये लगातार हो रहा है। कानपुर में गांव के अभी लॉकडाउन से पहले हमने वहां विजिट की। कानपुर के पास के एक गांव में पूरी कम्युनिटी को राजपूत समाज ने इतना मारा कि 20 महिलाएं और बच्चों तक, 5 साल का बच्चा भी उनकी पिटाई का शिकार हुआ और वो 15 दिन तक हॉस्पिटल में।
तो आप कह रही है कि खास करके आई होप अनिला सिंह यू आर लिसनिंग टू ऑल ऑफ दिस इज नॉट फेक न्यूज अनिला सिंह, these are reports which the likes of Mrs. Thorat and others have put forward. I hope there will be a wake up call. It did not require this death of a girl for this to become a wake up call. So I hope that we will see a wake up call and that we will not have a repeat on this. Anila Singh, please do communicate what has been told on this program to the Chief Minister, ma'am. I hope you will.
I'm pretty sure
Rajdeep,
that your program is being watched by UP government and it will be conveyed by the right person. But Rajdeep, I just want to convey here one thing on your channel, because when we talk about crime against women or the social status of the women, I have always said very strongly, please do not divide us on caste and religion line, because you know the politicians, even I belong to a political
very
party,
nice to say that in a TV studio, ma'am. Ma'am, you have to tell that to that Dalit girl's family. Nobody is divided. She is the reality.
No, you are not only you, but the others, you know, they are very strongly saying Dalit girl, you know, why Dalit girl? You know, any Brahmin or Thakur or any Gujar girl, she gets raped and put,
Okay. One by one, please. One by one. One by one. Yes, Shama Mohammed, you'll have 30 seconds only. Yes,
okay,
very
I
quickly.
just want to tell Anila was talking about that other states. Now the thing is, all this report which I gave you are the news which is coming out. You know, this is not what is made up by me. You give me other news. This is what is coming out of UP, and these are there. And the thing in most of this is FIR is not lodged. It is this, and the 2018.
Ma'am, let me just tell you, all the 4 have been now arrested in this case. It's not as if an FIR has not been lodged, but yes, there appears to be prima facie.
Let me finish, Rajdeep. You give me 30 seconds. The police are saying that there are no signs of rape when the Aligarh hospital has already said there's been rape. Her spinal cord has been broken. Now, why is the police changing stories? That is one. Number 2, NCRB report of 2018.
Stop lying.
Let me finish. For NCRB report of 2018 said more than 59,000 crimes. The highest is in UP. This is not, again, like the other panelists said, this is not what we are saying. So, and where is your women and child? Where is our women and child minister? Where is Smriti Mishra Irani? Why is she quiet? When her daughter,
we need to take a break. We need to take a break. We've heard the politicians, we've heard the activists, we've heard the police officer. Let's tell you the reality of what's happened. Thank you all very much for joining me, because
hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.